Hello everyone, and welcome to this live stream. How are you all doing? We already got a couple of new people. Well, one actually, one who hadn't said something before. So welcome. I can't see who it is anymore because the chat glitched out for a bit, but welcome. Finally caught the stream after a long time. Well, I'm glad you have. And I welcome you. Morning, Marcel. It's not morning here. You must be from California or Australia or something like that, where it's still morning. Why do I keep getting an error for displaying the chat? This is not particularly helpful. Thank you for the 9 months, Prater Phoenix. Yes, hello to the old people as well. Oh, you're getting the same, Schubert. Okay, so it's not on my end. It does make it difficult for me to read the chat. Yeah, I can read it now, because I'm reading it in the program that I'm using to stream. But if I can't read the chat in my stream manager, that's gonna be a little issue. Um, I could do this if I had 2 screens. Now I was looking at, buying new screens before the stream started with monitors. So yeah. Yeah, I refreshed as well and it showed for a bit, but now it's gone again. Also, thank you for the 6 months Kangi. I appreciate that as well. I mean, I could read the chat on my phone, but it's almost dead and it's charging. And aside from that, well, it should be charged enough by now. But still, aside from that, if it doesn't work on my computer, it probably won't work on my phone either. So that could be difficult. I mean, I could just keep refreshing, but that's not very practical either. There are ways to reload the chat window in OBS. I can see it in OBS. Oh, the pop-out window is working for you. Can I... Okay, pop out. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Paramount Parks. Okay, mobile app works for you. Okay, well, I've got the pop-out window now. In the exact same spot that my usual chat would be. So that should work fine now. Assuming that it does indeed work fine as Likes Orange says. Oh, thank you for the 12 months, Crazy Baboon. I appreciate that very much. It's a year already. Crisis averted. Yeah, hopefully. We got live playing going on, that's nice. Okay, so what I'm gonna do today is just some basic scenario play. Nothing special really. I mean, it's gonna be fun, don't get me wrong. But, no crazy park. You know, the problem with the getting a lot of guests park, if we open that, which might take a while, because it's a big park. There we go. Is the lag. Oh, nope, the pop-up fills as well. Funsies. But yeah, this lag doesn't make it very, doesn't make it more fun to play. And the thing is, if I just do try again, that doesn't work either. Hang on, let me get my phone. See how much charge it is. I'll be back in a second. And we're back. It's about, let's see, 55% or so. 49%. That should, if I go low brightness, that should be fine. Let's see. Where's my Twitch app? Hey Marcel, I hope you all been well. Well, I've been well. I've been quite well. The problem is that the chat keeps bugging out, and that's Twitch's fault and not mine. But I need to be able to read the chat. Otherwise, not much. It's not going to be a fun stream. So let's see. Am I logged in? Oh god, I'm not even logged in on my phone. Why am I not logged in anymore? It's because I haven't used it in a while. I have to wait for the authenticator app. At least I don't have to get my password, because that's still saved somewhere on my phone. Okay, I have a... Okay, this is very difficult, because I am having an urge to just say the numbers out loud to remember them, but I shouldn't. Because I'm live and it's security. Okay, I'm logged in now on my phone. I can still read the chat currently, but I can't at the moment read the chat and play the game at the same time. Oh, shit. Did I just accidentally press go live on my phone. Oh, I didn't actually go live. Good. Stream manager. Chat. There we go. I can now read the chat on my phone. Thank you for the bits, Praetor Phoenix. Yeah, I've never seen this chat error before, so it's something on Twitch's side. But I have my phone up now. So, you know. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I need it. In the meantime, yeah, so I would love to continue this thing. A lot of rides breaking down. I would love to continue this. It's just that the lag, we're at like what? Yeah, if I scroll, we're at like 15 FPS. If I move around, that's very annoying. So that doesn't make for a particularly great stream. And also just not all that much fun to play for me anymore then. So we're just gonna play a random scenario, and maybe I'll continue this sometime in the future. I don't know if the lag is less or something. But I was gonna play this scenario. So the goal, which I should put in the text by the way. It's not particularly difficult, but that doesn't really matter now, does it? It did get 320,000 park value at the end of year 3. I assume it's an issue with a specific Twitch server, but I'm across the Atlantic. Maybe. I don't know. Happy New Year, Marcel. You wanted to tone down the 2 videos a week because it's too much. Do you know your new schedule now? But I didn't upload on Monday. My new schedule is basically what it was during the summer. Which is once a week every Thursday at 5 PM. CET, that's, you know, UTC plus 1 at the moment, plus 2 in summertime. And, you know, if I have an extra video, we can upload it on Monday. Well, how do you get these custom scenarios? I'm kind of disappointed by how often people don't recognize official scenarios from the game. This ain't a custom scenario, brother. This is Animatronic Antics, or... Let's see, that's probably a different name here. It's Animatronic Film Set. It's from Time Twister, one of the expansions. Not custom at all. Now, more people don't have the expansions or have never played them, apparently, than I think. Who actually plays all the expansions? I had Time Twister before I had the actual game, which made Time Twister quite useless because you can't play the expansion without the game. But I still had it before I had the game. It was because my parents bought the wrong one for my brother's birthday when he was, I don't know, turned like 7 or so. Then, of course, they bought us the actual game as well, so that we had something to play. But yeah, I've had the expansions for, you know, basically since forever. But, let's take a look at this park, because it's a rather interesting park. So, you start at the 120k park value, which is more than a third of what you need. You need 320,000. And you start already with 1,500 guests or so. We charge for the entry of the ride. The entry, okay, that makes it a little more tricky. Let's go to, I don't know, 40. And you have like a big coaster here already, which is actually a fantastic coaster. It has 9.17 excitement, which is pretty good. Pretty damn good. It has another big coaster. Oh, thank you for the 200 bits, Biscreate. You had to wait 4 years after your parents brought the wrong one as well, Paramount Parks. Why didn't they just buy you the right one after it? Or was there not enough money for that? Marcel finally able to catch your stream after a few weeks. Hopes everything's well and the lag gets fixed. The lag getting fixed, I wouldn't get your hopes up. But I'm doing well. And the chat seems to hold up now actually on my laptop. So that's good. Yeah, we got a big laydown coaster here. It's called Harpy's Roller Coaster. Oh yeah, it's custom Harpy's trains. I mean, these are custom Cerberus trains. Cerberus? So it's called Crazy Cerberus. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's mythological nonsense. Opinion on Belgium and Belgians. Terrible roads. Let's see, what else do we have? We have scenery that I'm a big fan of. I'm a massive fan of this scenery set. It's a mythological set. And this is, you know, these are the bathhouse pieces. And for some reason, this, I don't know, attracts me. I'm attracted to this. Not romantically, of course. Or sexually. But I really like the way this looks. Yeah, no. Then, you know, I have a little food stall here, actually. Which is a terrible practice, especially when these, you know, it's on sort of a dead end like this. We got a monorail, which is a transport ride. We have more than one forbidden tree, actually. Oh, this isn't a forbidden tree. This is a tree with nymphs. With a terrible shadow. We have a massive fight. I mean, it is a movie set after all. My dad was super anti-video games while I lived next to Busch Gardens. So I just went there instead of playing RCT when I got bored with RCT1. Nice. Is this open RCT2? Yes. And then, let's see, this is, oh, we also have a cable lift, actually. I didn't know that. Here's the forbidden tree. With the snake and, you know, the fruits which kill you and stuff. I recently learned that French fries were first made by Belgians. Yeah, but you know what's interesting? French fries are like the thin and crispy ones, right? There are also something called Vlaamse frieten, which is Flemish fries, which are basically the opposite. They're very thick. Like thick with 3 C's. And they're just very different, even though, you know, Flemish is Belgium. Thank you for the 3 months, Schmengi Park. Marcel, so happy to catch your stream. Love your content, worth every penny of the sub. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you. We got a little monorail cycles here. Now, I've said before that the monorail cycles is the worst ride. Well, not the worst, but one of the worst rides in the game. And from a practicality standpoint, I stand by that statement. But this is rather pretty, I must say. So, from a standpoint of, you know, beauty and pretty rides and stuff, it's up. Well, not necessarily up there, but you can do some nice things with it. We just call those steak fries in the US. That's a cool name. So they're basically deep fried potatoes. Well, not really. They're still fry shaped. They're just a lot thicker. And usually not as crunchy. We have whatever statues these are. Okay. Then, you know, we got some skeletons, and we got our action hero here. You know, Achilles, or I don't know, Marcellus. Some evil plant and a blue screen or a sky background or whatever this is supposed to be. It's all rather creative. And you can't alter this because you don't own these bits. They're not part of your park. You can see the park fence there. Alright, see ya, Sabrina. Hello, this is my first time here. Well, welcome. We've sort of just started. I've not really built anything yet. So you joined at the right time. Ooh, now look at this. All the rings have an individual color. Chat seems to be holding up, by the way. I don't need my phone, I think. I'll keep it on standby anyway, but the issue seems to be fixed. I think it's based on Jason and the Argonauts. I've never heard of that. But all these things are individual colors, and I think I knew you could do that, but I don't think I've ever done it myself. And now we have the entrance of the park with a little, well, with an accurate clock, and because it's now 8:18, which you can see here. And, you know, little flower beds and stuff, which is all nice. And the very big statue of a Cyclops. Yeah, big scary thing. With... Is this his eye, or is it some kind of thing on his head? Is he looking down? It's scary either way. Will flower squares out of reach of past handyman just wilt? Yes. So, let's just disable plants withering. Just cause, you know. Are you able to get these moving statues in RCT Classic? Yeah, they're just part of the game. You know, get to this scenario. And you'll get them. Let's build a wild mouse. Why not? It's a bit quiet here, isn't it? There's no music playing. Let's change that. It's very quiet. Oh, I think I know why. I wanted to mess a bit with the balance of the sound, and I think I've messed that up entirely. Let's see if I can fix that. Because we should hear rock music now, but we don't. If I... There we go. That's much better. In the intro music was still loud though, so maybe the intro music isn't controlled by that particular sound setting of the music in the game. Because that's where I tested it out. But that makes sense. I didn't know you could disable that. It's a cheat in OpenRCT too. You can't do that in normal RCT or RCT Classic. And it's very useful. And I like that you can disable plants withering, because not only is it nice, but it also doesn't help you in any way. Guests don't care about the wither, you know, whether plants are withered or not. They, you know, for nice scenery thoughts and stuff. They just care about whether there are plants. So it's only a visual thing. I don't hear any music. Oh, I can hear it. And if I do the sound effects a bit lower and the volume louder, but... You should be able to hear this now. Doesn't get louder than this. Or don't you? Or was it... I mean, if the sound is too quiet... Is the sound balance good now? Because if it was too quiet all the time... Then, you know, do tell me. Because I do like to have the background music. We don't mind just hearing your smooth voice. Well, I do like there to be some music as well, especially during the quieter parts. But if the audio of the game was too quiet, I mean, nobody ever told me. So I suppose it's fine then, but still. How do you zoom in that close? Set this to OpenGL, your drawing engine. Okay, now the music is way too loud, but I can just tone that down for just myself. And it should still be the same for you. So that's absolutely fine. Long time fan, first time Twitch viewer. Hello everyone, and hello to the legend himself. Well, welcome. Die Scarboom. Or Tay Scarboom. Both Tay and Boom are also Dutch words. So I don't know which it is. But welcome anyway. Ooh, what if I go here? We have interactions with the other coaster. Ain't that cool? Okay, that doesn't quite fit, but I'll make it fit. Don't worry about that. There we go. Now it fits. Okay, does it still make it up here? It does. Wonderful. Then we go... Oh, that doesn't quite fit. Huh. Okay, you know what? We'll just go... Kading. Oh, no. I just need a little bit of extra speed. No, thank you for the sub as well. The Scarbone. Boom. Still don't know what it is. But thank you. Also, someone asked, will I play Planet Coaster? Maybe. I don't know. You know, I've played Planet Coaster before. I don't know if I'll ever do it on stream, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll, you know, only the future will tell. Alright, there's our... Well, not the first roller coaster in the park, obviously, but the first ride I've built today. That's not true. First ride I've built in this park. I've built more rides today. Have I, though? I'm not sure I have. Maybe that was all yesterday. I finished editing a video today, and I'm not sure if I've built any rides in it today. I want it to be in the middle. There we go. And open. Okay, I want money. How much can I charge? Ooh, they spawn with a lot. This guy spawned with 90. This guy spawned with 60. This guy spawned with 60 as well. This guy spawned with 50. Okay, so 50 is the... No, that's 40. Hang on, 90 and 40. That's impossible. Did I math wrong? I think I did math wrong. 40 is the minimum that they spawn with anyway. So I'm already charging 40. So there's no use in charging more than that. But let's do advertisement, because advertisements are overpowered as hell. There we go. Ah, you use the RCT1 UI. Well, only the traffic lights. What are your thoughts on Park Attack? Haven't played Park Attack recently enough to have an informed opinion on it. So maybe I need to do that again. Thank you for the follow, Gator Race. Did map actually help guests locate rides? Well, when guests are looking for stuff, they can look a certain number of junctions ahead. And a junction, well, you know, it makes sense what a junction is, but what's also a junction is, for example, a stall next to paths. That's also a junction. And if they have a map, they can look more junctions ahead. I think that's the only thing a map does. I'm not entirely sure. But I think that's how that works. That's at least one of the functions. So it does help. Alright, let's build a boat that swings. Hell yeah. I wonder what region's version of RCT is the most expensive ride. Since they just changed the currency, but I think not the numbers. You're right. That is an interesting question. I don't know. I have done a video on currency and exchange values in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. But I didn't go anything further than just comparing how they work in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and not how it would pertain to real life in any kind of way. That is an interesting question. I started playing RCT because of your videos. First live stream. Well, welcome. And groeten back to Tilburg. Have I... I'm not sure if I've ever been in Tilburg. Maybe the train station, but even that I'm not sure about. Yeah, I don't know much about Tilburg, to be honest. Thank you for the follow, Cole Clawheart. Yeah, I knew it was in Brabant. I didn't know that. Alright, we're suddenly getting rich. I mean, look at this. We're already more than doubling the last month in ticket prices for the park entrance. Thank you for the follow, Kopzli. No, Kopzi. It's the Cyclops. Oh, hang on. That thing that I was looking at was a horn. You can't really see that well from this angle, but that grey thing is a horn. I thought it wasn't an eye. Ah, interesting. Alright, let's see. Do we have any cool ride to build? Our is like the Pegasus ride. I used to be a big fan of it. You know, let's say 15 years ago. Charge 20 for umbrellas. Well, speaking about umbrellas, we have a lot of multicolored umbrellas. We have rainbow umbrellas. That's pretty cool. I think we have every color in the rainbow. That's really cool. I didn't do that. So there must be 6 info kiosks. Except we got pink instead of purple, but, you know, close enough. What's your general take on the DLC textures being a different style? Not particularly great. But some still look really good. That's basically my opinion. Let's make this thing make noise as well. There we go. Why doesn't this make noise? There should be music from you. Maybe it's only station 1. This isn't station 1. DLC features. It's just an expansion. That's what I mean. Thank you for the follow, Despawn. I used to build a lot of all kinds of different car rides. Well, the car ride is very much different, but the vehicle would always be different. You have those floating things, which are, you know, like futuristic or extraterrestrial themed. You had the Pegasus, which is this one. You had, of course, the standard sports and car and stuff, and you had the Cheshire Cats, which is like Alice in Wonderland themed, although I didn't know that at the time. I just liked the way they look and I was a big fan of cats. I still am a big fan of cats. Not the movie, the animal. I'm not a fan at all of the movie Cats. Just, I haven't seen it. And according to a lot of people, it's pretty terrible. I want to say thank you for your YouTube channel. This game is my childhood. I always just played for fun and never completed any scenarios. With your tips, the game got a lot more fun for me. Well, I think that now that you're a bit older, you know, completing some scenarios should be a little bit easier anyway. Especially, you know, the ones like Forest Frontiers and stuff, which... Fun fact, I will tell you tomorrow about it. It's not particularly difficult. Maybe for a kid it is, but, you know, if you're our age, you know, my age, 25, then it should be quite doable. But yeah, I'm glad to have helped you. Ice skaters for my car ride. I didn't know that was a thing. It isn't, right? You're making that up. Well, maybe custom rides, but that's not like a standard ride, right? Music. There we go. Pegasus. Okay, it is custom. Good. Now let's make this mythical colored. There we go. Light blue is very mythical. That's actually rather pretty. New video tomorrow. Yes. It's my longest video since my top 5 best roller coaster types, which was during the summer. So it's my longest video in about half a year. And I'm very happy with it. It involves some new shots that I haven't done before. Basically this. Involves a lot of these kind of shots where I just follow a ride. Which I think looks more interesting than a static shot. Ooh, it might not have even needed the chain lift there with the guests in it. Yeah, you can do this in Open RCT now. You can go, locate this on main view, which is just the standard if you just click on it. But if you do a train, you can go locate, you can follow it. And you can even, which is great for the nice cinematic shots, close the window and you'll keep following it. You can do a whole lot of stuff, like renew your advertisements, and you will keep following it. Which is rather nice. Let's check my other finances and stuff. It just works. By the way, you can see the impact of advertising. I was making more than 6,000 in May. And now we're already on the 24th of June. And I had only made about 1,500 in June. Because the ad had run out. Nice screensaver, yes. That's what I always used to do with my mouse. Just following the cards. But I used to, every now and then when I wanted to, just put another clicker on this. But we don't need to anymore. I can now just do follow. You can also follow guests, by the way. Well, this guy's sitting down, so there's not much to follow. Let's find someone else. You did see me follow a guest like this in my last video. If kids these days know what screensavers are... Oh yeah, my screen just goes black. I haven't had a screensaver in many years, but... yeah, I remember screensavers. Yeah, the Windows Pipes one, long time ago. And other similar ones, which were fun. What's your favorite shop building design? Good question. I like a lot of it. I think probably the classics, like your burger bar and your drink stall and your balloon stall, which is pretty. Balloon stall's pretty iconic. It's basically just the classics. Hey, just found you by accidentally stumbling on one of your YouTube videos. Long story short, I've binge watched a lot of them and now I'm here. Keep up the good work. Now I'm here is a Queen song. But thank you. And I'm happy to have provided some entertainment. I fell in love with the game again and you made me understand the game mechanics so much better. It made it even more fun to play. You have a very different understanding of, once you know the game mechanics a bit better. The game becomes so different. You get an entirely different understanding of the game and... So, for some people that's not nice. Some people it can, take away the innocence. And I sort of miss that too, especially when playing Pokemon. I miss the time of not knowing, what even the difference between physical and special moves. But at the same time, it enhances your gameplay just so much. And that's so wonderful. Wasn't there a myth that the seafood stall makes the guests more thirsty? So combining it with the drink stall next to it was considered OP. You know what I find funny? Is that I've heard things about, you know, certain foods being salty and that making guests more thirsty and stuff. Sure, that's all, and I actually don't even know if it's true or false, but let's assume that it's true. That doesn't even make it OP. Because anything you earn from that is really little compared to a lot of other you know, compared to your entrance or your ride tickets or your off-price umbrellas. It's like charging for the toilets, charging like, I don't know, 30-40p for the toilets. It's like, yeah, sure, you make a little bit of money. But let's be honest, if after the seafood, in, you know, 100 guests bought a drink that they normally would not have bought, so you need 100 extra guests buying a drink, then that makes you like $100. You only make like $1 a drink. That's basically nothing. Stalls are, you know, you can make a fair bit of money with them, but ooh, I have to be careful with my money. You know what, I'll put this on hold and I'll build a few small coasters. And I think you know which one. Perfect. Because I need to just get the soft guest cap up. I pick out stalls and charge for toilets not to earn money but to make the guests suffer for their sins. Nice. Oh yeah, the rampant days of video game myths. That's, you know, you Mew, you know, your Mew under the truck, or, you know, Pika Blue was the secret evolution of Pikachu. I never heard that. I'm too young for that, but, you know, I know about it. And all those kind of myths. There are a lot of myths that I believe as well. I still get comments on my video about which I did about all the name cheats, saying, wasn't this a cheat, or wasn't this a cheat? And the answer is always no. That's not a cheat. That's a myth. And well, I've just busted it. Or, you know, a bit more recent, which is in my time, is things like, what's it called? In Minecraft, sugarcane growing faster on sand, or faster on dirt, whichever myth you heard. And, of course, both are bollocks. They grow the same speed on sand and dirt. Myth or not, it will be very interesting to find out if a saltiness stat exists. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Well, maybe a separate saltiness stat probably doesn't exist, but it might be that different, at least not code-wise, but it might still, salt might still be simulated. Just by having different foods have different effects on the stat of what's it called? The drink stat, the thirst stat. I'm not good with words today. I wasn't good with words last stream as well. I'm just not good with words apparently. What are the stats of the little coaster? They are 4.10, 4.31, 1.60. It's not about the stats though. It's about the number of guests that they attract. Let's increase the chain of speed of this thing. Also, tomorrow's video is... I have a feeling I've already said it, but at the same time I'm not sure, so I'm gonna say it again. Tomorrow's video is not your usual video of me. It's not showing off something I've made. It's not telling you about how a certain mechanic works. It's a video essay about how Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2 handle the difficulty curve in the first few scenarios. So let's see if I can do that, if I'm any good at that. I probably am, because I think it's good anyway. Hang on, why can't I build here? What? Is that... Hang on. Why? This is not construction rights. There is one square here which is not construction rights. Just like the missing land square in Katie's world. That's annoying. I could just cheat that, but I can work around it. It's fine. Let's hope it doesn't go too fast there anymore. Oh god, there's another one. You can build outside the park. Yeah, it's construction rights. Okay, now I'm inside the park again. Do I still have enough speed to get up to the thing? The station. Well, we'll see. I do! That's fantastic. Alrighty. Considering how video essays have been doing really well on YouTube, I wonder how it'll do. Fantastic, yes. I never understood the rule about how it sometimes lets you build over the land outside the park, but not on it or something. That's just construction rights. It's basically, you don't own the land, but you have the right to construct over or under it, but not on it. And it doesn't really make a lot of sense, like realistically, but it, you know, in the game it just works like that. You can build everywhere on it except within 2 units of the ground. Yes, exit path. Not a bad idea. I would have forgotten it. I would have forgotten it. Again. Is it... Hang on. I can just check what the soft gas gap is. And my game just crashed. That's wonderful. And the game is back. Okay. Autosave. Ah, I was there. Well, let's finish this thing again. Hang on, does that happen again? Because I accidentally tried to open the right price manager. No, it doesn't happen this time. So that was just a one-time thing, I suppose. It's 1575. That does not include the mine train coaster, obviously. That's not finished. But yeah, it's a few hundred below what we have. I need to start advertising, otherwise I will run out of money. Okay, and that's why we do autosaves, by the way. Because I had not saved yet. You can actually see the 2 times I advertised. You see the guest count going up and then just stagnating again. Thank you for the follow, Matt Zwiebel. It didn't like you completing the ride. Well, it's gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna do it again. Seeing you're pretty much the biggest RCT1-2 content creator at the moment, did you used to watch guys like Matsku84 or Damage RCT back in the day when they were active? No. Well, I had watched Matsku videos before I did any kind of RCT stuff on YouTube myself. But I didn't like watch them as you would watch YouTubers. You know, I had seen a few of their videos and that's it. Well, not even Damage RCT because I'd never heard of them, but a few of Matsku's videos and that's it. That's actually properly saved now. Up. New file. Animatronic and take Animatronic and take stream. There we go. Now let's properly test this. Hang on. I need to ban someone. There you go. Because that was spam. And now it's gone. Okay, let's do musica. Ah, I love that. And there we have that again, and that again. Awesome. Does anyone know there's a plugin or a mod that adds in autocomplete? No, that doesn't exist. Well, this exists in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and people have coded it, but that's like as a separate project. It doesn't exist in OpenRCT 2. Ooh, we have a launched freefall now. There's well a few of those. That can also raise the soft guest cap. And they're very cheap. I still stand by my word that Launch Freefall is the best. Probably the best non-roller coaster ride. Yeah, I don't think that any ride's better than any non-coaster ride's better than a Launch Freefall. As a player who has to painstakingly think through every turn and hill to avoid murdering guests with G-forces, it's really cool to see you so effortlessly build these great coasters while just chatting with us. Experience, yeah. I understand it's nice, but you can do it too. If you get depressed and then for a year long do nothing but play Roller Coaster Tycoon for 10 hours a day. That'll do the trick. Let's build another one. Oh, it's funny because that was like 2017 and I had an absolute, you know, it was a pretty shit year. But and it wasn't fun in any way, but at the same time, I played a lot of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 during that year, and it did make me pretty damn good at the game, let me tell you. And that continued in the first half of 2018, when I had a job, but wasn't doing much else. So I still played a lot of Roller Coaster Tycoon. And that's also when I built a little thing known as a calculator. So yeah. Every cloud has a silver lining, or whatever the expression is. Because I kind of make my money with Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 now. Oh, well, we're out of money. Yeah, I got a problem. Salt guest cap is too low. We ain't got money. We can't advertise. 2017 was rough. I just did drugs instead though, lol. I'm happy that I never turned to that, but I hope you're doing better now, by the way, on that front. Okay, let's see. How can we quickly... Well, I know a way to make some money. But there we go, that'll work. Security guards, entertainers. That's why we were losing so much money. We don't need all those stuff. I'll hire them when I need them again. What's the soft guest cap? It's 1790. It's not high enough. How old were you when you were first playing RCT? I was like 5 or so. 4, 5, 6, somewhere around there. I never understood the silver lining part. I don't understand like how that works. Like a silver lining in a cloud, but I know what it means. Maybe I do need to go to very expensive umbrellas and just hope that it starts raining again. Weird video idea. Guest, number, name and their preferences. I've already done a video on guest names and numbers just count up. Oh, do their preferences always match? Well, we can quickly test that. Because, guest 406 has a preference of more than 4. And let's save. And let's load, let's see, Evergreen Gardens Mess. Do we still have guest? No, we don't have guest 406. Let's load up Metamorph Park Stream. Do we still have 406 now? We do. It is between 3 and 14. Well, they can change over time, I know that, but they're at least not the same at the moment. I think cloud silver lining is referring to seeing lighter parts from the sun at the edges. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, we're almost out of debt. Oh, haha, yes. There was once again an error displaying chat. Funsies. At least it took like 45 minutes for that to happen again. I'll open up the pop-up again and the chat will be good for a while. Let's see. I can start building the path now. I have less than 10 bucks in the bank. That's not a lot. I can almost taste the connection to the path. I just need like 100 more. And then I'll be there. Come on. I need like 70 more. I can do this. Come on. One more piece. I need 37. There we go. It's connected. Do you have any idea why the vanilla RCT2 scenarios are so weird compared to RCT1? Just feel like a severe downgrade. I know that that is the case. I don't know why. Hey Jimmy, good to see you again. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually your first, but well, I mean we're only 12 days into 2022. It's only my 3rd stream this year. But yeah, welcome anyway. Happy 2022. And we're out of money again. But I finished this bloody thing. Also, park rating is gonna be screwed. Ooh, thank you for the 3 months, Groenroos. Park rating is gonna be screwed because I have no staff. You know what? I can advertise. We're gonna go free food or drink. Bam. That works. We're not gonna advertise a free entry to the park because that doesn't make me any money. I did half entry, which still makes me money overall, I think. We'll do marketing for a certain ride as well, once we have enough for that. I need 400 for this. Come on, we can do this. This is actually properly... Ooh, umbrella time. There are 220, right? Yes. This is properly like frugally playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. This is actually not a bad, not a bad lesson in how to frugally play this game, which could help some of you probably. Could I sell some scenery? I could, but where's the fun in that? Mine train, bright green and orange. Pink train. Alright. Alright, we should be good money-wise now. That's very bright. I haven't been able to follow your live stream since December. I can only watch on Marcel DOS. Well, at least you can still watch him. Oh my eyes. Yeah, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's not my fault. I can't help it. Blame illegible corn. It's their fault. I might need to hire some handyman real quick. They're on a guess of your choice. 406. Alright. Oh, thank you for the 13 months. One of these mics. Thank you very much. Guest 406. Do we have water? We have no water. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits, Magnum Duffolf. Well, we have water now. There we go. It's carrot colored, basically. No, this is not a custom scenario. Also, I need to fire a lot of handymen, because I hired way too many. I did that to quickly clean the park. Mostly in case some of you decided to fire my staff, because now at least the park has mostly been cleaned. Oh, thank you for that 4 months. Baltable Bobby. God bless this holy stream. It's very holy. There are a lot of gods here. All mythological gods, but, you know, gods are gods. Alright, let's open up this baby. And we'll call it... Sick Machine 3000. Perfect. Have you ever played Factorio? Yeah, I completed it twice. Oh, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Jimmy. That's always awesome. Thank you very much. Where's Max Arceus? Not here. You know, he's got a life too. I could think I will provide more of a challenge than RCT, and oh my lord, I quickly proved to be a much larger can of worms than I expected. Yeah, Factorio is quite a big can of worms with optimizing and stuff. The problem with Factorio is that I think it doesn't... I don't think Factorio fits streaming quite as well. Because... Because, you know, what's nice about Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 is that I can just start a stream for 2, 3, 4 hours, and just complete one park. And if you do Factorio, you've got like one big world, and there are a lot of like weird like jobs that you gotta do that aren't necessarily fun to watch. It's the same with Minecraft, really. I would love to stream Minecraft because, you know, I play Minecraft a lot. I have a world which I think is fantastic. Really like what I've been building. it's not a very streamable game. Like, at some point, you know, if you just watch me mine out an area for an hour, how interesting is that? Now, that works if you're if you're a big Minecraft YouTuber and you're just chatting with people, you know, like the Hermit Crafters do and stuff. That's fine, but for me, you know, as like a kind of a series, it doesn't really work. Let's see. Name a ride of your choice. Mine Train, Nicktoons, Carrots. Alright. And we also got that geography question, which I'll look at in a second. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten it. I'm first gonna open this and I'll get to all that stuff. No, I'll get to it, don't worry. There's already so many Minecraft streamers. Oh yeah, that was another thing with Factorio. You know, one reason why I'm, you know, so successful at Roller Coaster Tycoon and, you know, why people, you know, discover me and stuff is I am the biggest thing around in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. And, you know, I'll blow my own trumpet here. I'm not going to be humble. I know a lot about the game, more than almost anyone in the world. And that's what puts me in a unique position. But with Minecraft or Factorio or pretty much any other game, except maybe GeoGuessr, where I'm not in the top of the world or anything, but I still do know quite a lot about it. And the real life geography is a bit different. But most other games, then, yeah, I'm just a normal player. And I could be fairly good. You know, I'm fairly good at Minecraft. The more, you know, just building big stuff, getting good gear and stuff, and not dying. But I'm nothing compared to, I don't know, your Nembon or your Grian or stuff, you know. What about Dirklink? Oh yeah, Dirklink's up there as well. There are quite a lot of areas he knows more about than me. Also the other way around, there are quite a lot of areas I know more about than him. Yeah, Factorio's got lots of long, boring processes. It's, you know, it's really, Factorio's a really entertaining game, but it's, and same goes for Minecraft. Minecraft is one of my favorite games, at least, maybe my favorite, but it's not a very streamable game. To be fair, you need to diversify to grow your channel further. I'm not sure if I agree, but you know, to reach 1 million subs, yeah, but I don't necessarily need to reach 1 million subs. But we'll see about that in the future. Okay, now that geography question, which I haven't gone to yet. Let's see. It was from Tirakai. Maybe I did already answer it and didn't notice. Or, oh, you just haven't asked it yet. Oh, thoughts on the new country becoming independent in 2027. You mean Bougainville? Right? The thing in, like, off Papua New Guinea? Well, off Papua New Guinea. Currently it's part of Papua New Guinea. It's like off the mainland. It's an island. Well, I think technically it's 2 islands that are like almost connected. Thoughts? Well, it's exciting. You know, stuff like that's always exciting. And I wasn't into geography yet when we got our last newest country, which is South Sudan in 2011. So this would be the first country that I'm sort of actively aware of. Oops, I ran out of money again and I'm not currently advertising. Well, let's hope I make enough to start advertising. Thank you for the follow, Jerry Mustard. You know what? I'm just gonna bada bada boom and advertising and advertising because I need the money. First new country created on good terms in a while. Well, maybe we're gonna see the East African Federation. Gonna take probably at least 10 years still, but that would be interesting. It would also be on good terms. For anyone who doesn't know, the East African Federation is an idea that South Sudan, Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania and Kenya, I think those are the 6, would merge to become one country. The biggest country in Africa, I think. No, actually not in population. Nigeria will still have more. And maybe in area? I'm not sure if they will be bigger than Algeria, but that would be big anyway. Alright, now I do have Z money. You know what? I need more micro corkscrews. You know what I need? I need to be able to get new guests without advertising. Otherwise you get stuck in this kind of loop. I like that Marcel builds as he talks to us and doesn't just fast forward and say, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I could fast forward to get some money, but that's boring. Also, that's also a skill. You know, the fact that I can sort of do this without thinking about it. And that's a skill I've developed. And that's taken a long time to develop. Not consciously, I just, you know, by playing a lot. Oh, we can also do micro ones of these. This is a very useful skill when streaming the game. It's also a very useful skill. I built, you know, I very briefly showed a park, and you know what, I'll show you it in a minute again, because it's for tomorrow's video, and you'll see it there again. And I built it in a record time, I think. Isn't South Sudan in the midst of a civil war? I think it pretty much is. But they can still have dreams of uniting with another country. Maybe they'll solve the civil war stuff. There should be a cheat to have indefinitely running ads with recurring payments every 12 weeks. Someone could probably make a plugin for that. Maybe I should learn how to make plugins. You could be an asshole boss and fire and hire all your staff because before the monthly pay date. You know what the problem with that is? Effort. It's too much micromanaging. Okay, so this park, I mean, it's currently a mess with, you know, puke everywhere and stuff that was deliberate. But this park with these 5 custom coasters and a bunch of other rides in Evergreen Garden. I think I built this in like 10 minutes. Which is just very fast. I built this all at just top speed. Well, maybe 15 minutes. And I just needed some kind of half-completed Evergreen Gardens for the video tomorrow. So a plugin to fire all the staff just before payday and rehire them is, I think, too cheaty. You know? Because that's essentially having free staff. The advertisements you're still paying for. So that's different. But having essentially free staff is, you know, kind of more cheaty. Yes, OpenRCTU does work with this. It works with pretty much any release version of Steam. Release version of RCT2. And I am currently using the Steam one. So I can, from experience, confirm that that works. But I know it works for pretty much any installation. Sooner or later, someone has to make that plugin. I mean, yeah, I don't mind the plugin for having basically free stuff. It's just that I wouldn't use it. That's the difference. Okay, what's the soft guest cap? Oh, is that thing not working? Well, let's enable it then. It's 22:20. We're almost there. I just need a little bit more to get it... Ooh, umbrella time. To get it above the current number of guests. Okay, I need to start advertising again. Free food or drink. Upright entry. Not the other one. That only loses me money. The other one for free entry is very useful if you just need to get guests. If you need to get money, it's not so great. Let's build another free fall. Let's make this one for the kids. RCT2 needs a macro to fill all vandalism in a park at once. You mean this button, fix vandalism, in the cheat menu? It already exists. Okay, is this low enough or will this still crash? No, that'll do fine. It looks kind of dangerous, but it'll work. Trust me. Hey Max, how you doing? People were already missing you. A macro that costs money, so it's not too cheaty. Well, the money of just replacing a few benches and bins here and there is basically nothing, so... It's not the money, it's the effort that is the problem with fixing vandalism. Will it not crash when it has a heavy load? Well, it's only a short one, so I assume it won't go too much further. But maybe it will, and then we'll have, you know, some nice fireworks. Let's put one of these overpowered babies. There we go. I think this is my second most viewed video. It's about one particular air-powered vertical coaster design, namely this one, which I don't have enough money for. Well, I almost have enough. There we go. And oops. And da. I can connect that one to there. Why is this on a dead end? I don't like it when rides are on dead ends. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. Now it's not a dead end anymore. Well, it's technically still on a dead end, but it's a shorter dead end. It's only on a dead end of one square, one tile. It doesn't fix much, but in my head it makes it better. Looks dangerous and for the kids in one ride. Isn't that perfect? I could... You know what? Why is this one also on a dead end? I don't like you. With you is whoever created this scenario, which I don't think is Chris. Because I don't think he made the expansions. He only had like a minor advisory role in it or something. Yeah, let's just connect this. There we go, much better. Mucho better. And yep. The bins. Okay, we're slightly over a month into year 2 and we've already beaten the goal. Easily. So I'm having a bit of struggles with the money, but because of that, I'm building a lot of small rides. And because of that, I'm having a lot of park value. What are my thoughts on ferries? They're fine. You know, I'm not a furry, but if you want to be a furry, go ahead. to me that's like saying, you know, what are your thoughts on, I don't know, guitarists? You know, guitarists like to play guitar, furries like to dress up as a furry, as an animal. Just a hobby. It's a little bit on the stranger side. But, it's just a hobby. Didn't the coaster need a hill? Yeah, but it's still got good enough stats. And stats don't matter if you charge for the entrance. Except in this one it does, because we need park value. But we already have enough park value, so stats don't matter. Alright, more ads. I love this soundtrack. Is this rock style too? Yes. It's amazing. Is there a big Dutch community? There... after the United States, the Netherlands is my biggest country. That, you know, from people that watches me. And... there isn't a single country on Earth that even comes close to how popular RCT was in the Netherlands. It was an absolute phenomenon here, say 20 years ago. Which is also why I've been on the radio. Pretty sure that if I had built the longest coaster and I was, I don't know, UKian, or English as they like, or British as they like to call it, I would not have gotten on the radio. Why am I building this coaster? I don't have the money for this coaster. It's a terrible financial idea. But it was massive here 20 years ago. I think the question was about the furry community. The thing is, I don't know a lot about the furry community. The only things I know about the furry community is people complaining about it on Reddit. And that isn't a very good sample, so I can't say anything about it. Do you play Dungeons and Dragons? I have played it for a few times, because there was a girl at my work, when I worked for a Jumbo supermarket, and she had a friend group who she used to play it with, and she also lived in Groningen. So I was invited, because they were missing someone. Not a vakkenvuller, I was an order picker in a distribution center. And that was a really nice job, by the way. I mean, it's physically fairly demanding, you're on your feet all day, but, and, you know, carrying stuff and picking stuff up, but it was a nice job. Anyway, we played for a few dates, but then people kept, you know, not being able to play. You know, they had other stuff to do, and someone went to Japan for a few months. So then we just never played again, and I never saw her again, or spoke to her again. Because, you know, then you out of mind, out of sight. That's how it works with people sometimes. That's how life works. Hope all is well and you had a decent holiday and New Year. Oh, I did. And all is well. Well, all is well. Relatively, you know. All is well would mean my life is perfect. Which it never is, of course. But yeah, all is well. That's sad. It's not particularly sad, you know. At my last day at that job, because I had quit because I was starting a new study, so I wanted to focus on that. You know, we had made friends, and you know, we hugged goodbye, and you know, we said, you know, we'll see each other, or well, you know, we'll keep in contact, which we didn't. But that's just how life works. You know, you meet someone at work, you meet someone at school, you become friends, but sometimes, you know, you don't keep it up after, you know, you part ways at school or at work. That's nothing. Do I have mechanics? I do, just not enough. There's nothing particularly sad about that. That just sometimes happens. I still have a friend from high school, not 2 friends still, and a few from, you know, uni. So I have friends. It just wasn't meant to be with her for a long friendship, which is fine. a bit of a shame. She was nice. But it's also fine. Where can I build this station? I can build this because it's a cheaper coaster type than the vertical drop. How many quotes do we have now? Well, 271. That's a lot. Message her now and tell her to come over. I'm not sure if she even still lives in Groningen. It's years ago. It would also probably be pretty weird. And you know, if you're insinuating the Netflix and chill route, then that's not gonna happen, because she was quite gay. But yeah, no, that would be a terrible idea. I haven't been at her place either. We played Dungeons and Dragons at someone else's place, one of the group. Who actually was a guy I had seen before. But we didn't realize it until much later. What's your favorite Wacky World scenario? Good question. Let's see, which ones do we have? Well, it's definitely not one of those top 4 because they all suck. I like the European Cultural Festival, but just because it, you know, I don't know. Diamond Mine's alright. Oh, my favorite's definitely Japanese Coastal Reclaim. I like that one. I started messing around in Open RC2 again recently. It takes a bit to get used to, but using a lot of your tips I managed to do a lot better, so thanks. I'm glad to be of help. Ooh, I ain't got no money again. Let me guess. The ads are over. Yep. It keeps being a problem that I don't raise the soft gas cap fast enough. Yeah, I could just build like 10 of those little coasters, but that feels too cheaty as well. How high is the soft gas cap anyway? Let's see, where is it? All the way at the bottom. Notify now. I said notify. I also have a hotkey for that, but it's not working. Well, it's not high enough, we know that. Let's advertise. I know the answer to Marcel that said he liked Goliath. I like Goliath the most, but doesn't mean I like Intim the most necessarily. It's just one coaster. Come on, I need like 100 more for this one. There we go. Now I'll be making money again for a bit. Thank you for the follow, Abel Graham. I used to think pay for entry park scenarios were easier than pay for ride ones. Nope. That's not still true. That's never been true. Pay for ride has always been easier. Unless you need, the guests are very rich and the scenario is like only a year long or so, then pay for entry might be easier. But as soon as you get into like these kind of realms with like more than like 1500 guests or so, pay for rides makes a lot more money. Assuming you got cash machines, but you know, most scenarios in RC2 do. I want this Helix, it's expensive, but I want it. Is the merry-go-round the best flat ride? Not even close. What is the best flat ride? Have I done a video about that? I've done a video about the worst. Best flat ride might be a tiny that's not a flat ride, it's a tower ride. Best flat ride might be like Motion Simulator or something like that. Definitely a thrill ride, I can tell you that much. Okay, now I want that one. Oh, 3D cinema's in the way. Well, then the biggie league's not gonna happen either. Let's do a small one instead. Probably motion sim. Yeah, something like that. Alright, let's get back to the station. Don't have a lot of money, so this is all the coaster track we got. Well, that's not going to be terribly efficient, but that doesn't matter, because we don't charge for it. Color or ride of your choice. Alright. Oh, now we don't have enough money for that. Well, luckily we still got some advertisement going on. Has anyone called it the 3D cinema? No. No one has. Even I haven't. Well, someone has, the creator of the scenario, but I haven't. Pink and dark pink. Like a brain. That's pretty nice. It wouldn't really remind me of a brain though, but it still looks pretty nice. Okay, now I've built this here, and I've made sure that I have no space whatsoever there to do the exit. So the exit's gonna have to be funky. All the way over here. Like that and that. Perfect! That's not at all longer than necessary. Okay, the advertisements are gonna run out any minute. And I've got to make sure I got money to replace them. Let's fire a bunch of those. There we go, that saved us a few hundred. The thing is, we don't, you know, whenever we raise the soft cast cap when we're advertising, then we're still getting more guests while we're advertising, obviously. Which means that by the time the ads are over, we've gotten too many guests and we're still above the soft guest cap again. So unless I would spam a lot of small... Okay, 2487 it is. Yeah, it's about 200 below what we have. So unless I spam a lot of small rides... Scenery Manager plugin. I haven't. Oh, it's 2547 now. I guess the Spiral Coaster got its set. It's pretty good. Okay, so it has excessive lateral Gs, but it still only barely has an intensity rating above the excitement rating. That's how ridiculously, crazily good this coaster is. Can you make a dino theme? Nope. I don't have dinos in this park. So, no. The closest thing I have to a dino is a Cyclops. Or a cage with a bird. So, no. Also, I don't have a spinning wild mouse. So, no. Is it possible to beat Micro Park using only transport rides? Yeah. Easy. Probably. Maybe. I don't know, I've never tried it. But probably. I think. Maybe. Definitely. Somewhat. Maybe. Let's put a path around here. So that I have a little bit more path space to build stuff off. But yeah, it's probably possible to do Micro Park with only transport rides. I should probably do the exit line, shouldn't I? There we go. And one of these. footpath in the way. Screw off. Okay, there we go. One of those. Let's see. Oh, let's do another one of those. Where to place it? Where to place it? Where to place it? Where to place it? I think that's a nice position. Because... there. Perfect. That was bugging me. Okay, this also bugs me. Like, whenever you have like a ride on a dead end, but it also contains the exit, the dead end, it's fine. It's not fine, but it's somewhat understandable. This though, this is just a dead end path that only leads to the entry. Like, why not do that? That's so much better. Ugh. I'm annoyed. And bam. And bam. I think we now have a soft guest cab above above the, what's it called, number of guests we have in the park. We've done it, by Jove, we've done it. And I'm not gonna stop, I'm on a roll, baby. My roll is smooth and buttery. That was a great sound. Ugh. That's a different sound. I can't replicate it. But I liked the sound I made. It was very... it's very apt. Hey Puppy Bird, how you doing? Anything funny happened today? I made a funny sound just 2 minutes ago, apparently. It's Leviosa! It's Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! That's a great video. That's a magnificent video. I'm not sure what the videos are called, but if you Google for Harry Potter Accio Bum, you'll probably find it. After finishing Crater Carnage, I'm trying to decide what time twister scenario to do next. Do this one! It is, or just the next one in the list, but this is Time Twister. Oni Cartoons Leviosa, yeah, that would probably find it as well. Okay, what's the soft guest cap now? It's 2900! We have like 100 guests to go. We're finally having some natural guest spawnage, which is good. Park value is now almost twice the goal. The YouTube version is censored. There's an uncensored version as well. But not the one on Oni's cartoon, on Oni's channel. Probably be this one. Gemini City. Gemini City is great, except when you did it like me and you just destroyed the city. Like, I'll show for a bit. Let's see. You have... hang on, where is it? Oh, it's Time Twister. You have this one. Which has this... you can say what you want about the scenarios in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. They built a magnificent city here. This looks quite, well, wonderful, I must say. Like, you got this seating area, and you got some kind of weird Statue of Liberty, like a frozen Statue of Liberty or something. And yeah, all the kind of great buildings. And then I come along and I do this to it. Let's see. I make it ugly. I make it very ugly. Poor city. There's no city left anymore. There's only rides. I think that gets you a lot of money though. Let's see how much money that gets you. Or does it cost you money? I'm not so sure. Let's see. If you just destroy everything on there. Okay, you start out with 10k, obviously. Oh no, it costs you money in total. It costs you about 5k to remove it. 5.5k. So yeah, that costs. That's not a lot, so it's fine. All right, let's load up the animatronics park again. All right, soft cast cap, yeah, 2937. We're still good. Marcel just wanted hard mode. It wasn't particularly hard. I mean, 5k isn't a lot, especially in that park. I tripled the goal. The goal is like 300k in 5 years or so, or something like that in that park. And I think did like 1 million. At least you have plenty of space when you remove the city. Those who play Pokemon Arceus is gonna have a hard mode. Oh, that's nice. I'm not gonna play it, but it's nice. Is that the first hard mode in Pokemon since Black and White 2? Which you could only access if you had previously completed the game. We're still at a good soft guest cap. Yeah, we're 3017. It's over 9,000 divided by 3. It's over a third of 9,000. You know what? Let's build a Dodgems right next to the forbidden tree. Now that screams capitalism. We have a holy forbidden tree. We just build a Dodgems because there's money to be made, baby. And I'm gonna make that money. Screw all the trees, screw the forbidden tree. I want rich. And this techno music disturbs the snake, and the snake will die from noise exposure. Dodge that forbidden fruit at the Marcel. Dodgems. Can every coaster have a kind of efficient micro design? Nope. The wooden coaster can't. There's a length requirement of 370 meters, which is fairly long. There are quite a few others with long-ish set requirements for length. Longest is 370. Every spring I tell myself I'm going to make a few trips to Great America since it's only like an hour away, but I never end up doing it. Well, you know, the current thing that starts with a C ain't helping. But, you know, when you can, get some friends. The funny thing about that is, just tell some friends you want to do it with them. And if they like it enough, they'll remind you. Because they'll want to do it. And then just go with friends, which is fun. Name a ride of your choice. Go ahead. What's the thing for the soft guest cap? Like, how do you get it? It's a plugin. I found it on openrct2plugin.com or whatever the website. It's probably not that. Just search for OpenRCT2 plugins on Google and you'll find it. Look at that. We're actually making money. Okay, I'm just gonna do the 12 week thing. Because I'm lazy. And I can afford it now. Just about though, but you know, it works. There we go. It's more fun going to parks with friends than by yourself. Call the Dodgems forbidden fruit. Forbidden. Another one on the other side is called for Trump fruit. Or did you miss a D? Shall I call it forbidden or forbidden? It's like a secret Dodgem shrine. It's not all that secret. Unfortunately, none of my friends are into amusement parks. My fiance would humor me and go with me though. I don't get why people aren't into amusement parks. Because they're great. Thank you for the follow, Ian Dahid. Let's go there. Some people don't like being amused. Some people don't like fun. There are some people, and then again, this is only, you know, internet and, you know, stuff that you read on the internet. You should take with a giant ass mountain of salt. There seem to be some people on Reddit and the likes that just don't like to have fun. The only downside is to going to amusement parks is a small risk that tweezers from the sky will drown you. Nice. Rainbow Ferris wheels. I haven't done that yet this park. Hey, why is this queue line not showing a banner? That's weird. I mean, guests are going in it. I mean, it seems to work. There's no banner. That's odd. Anyone know what that could do? Okay, so I wonder how many of you thought I was being, I was actually being clueless. I mean, thank you all for telling me what the problem was. I didn't know it. This is basically a parody of what Max did. But yeah. it's funny because, you know, those two guests were going in it, and I was wondering, will they actually go in it, or will they just go back? Either way, I can either be more surprised or be like, yeah, it works. But I had to wait and see what would happen. Marcel troll, a little bit of harmless trolling is fun. After the inverted ship and the exit queue line, I don't trust you. Well, what do you mean? I mean, there are a lot of exit queue line shenanigans I've done. Mostly just forgetting about them. Yeah, that's the Rainbow Ferris wheels. That'll increase the soft gas cap as well. Ooh, I can actually build on this. Because it's... Because it's what's it called? Things. It's a construction ride, so I can just build my Ferris wheels on this. How ugly is that? It's wonderful, I love it. This is so ugly. I didn't know you could build on this. You can even delete the scenery by building rides through it. That's amazing. Marcel Troll should be the third channel just for meme and troll videos. Nah, those got old quick. Alright, time to build queue lines and stuff. Yep. That's a nice way to do it, isn't it? Can I also... No, I can't remove the big things, but I can remove the small things. It's funny, because I can't remove these if I try just right-clicking. But if I build path through it, they just disappear. That's a nice, somewhat useful exploit, I suppose. I've been going through new elements, so much good stuff on there. Oh yeah, they have a massive database of great stuff. Now this is also a dead end, which I don't like. So I'm going to connect it. I'm gonna have to build over that, because I can't build through it. And I'm still not high up enough. Okay, that just about works. Or doesn't it? No, it works. Yeah. It's not high up enough. One more. One more. Okay, good. And down we go. And it's connected. That leg workout, yeah, it's a lot of stairs. Ah, it's good for him though. Fat bastards, they need to lose weight. I mean, they can't even swim. They can use some exercise. Yeah, they won't skip leg day, definitely not. 90 kilos is so fat. They can't even get to 90 kilos. Well, I say kilos. You know, in my weight video, I call them kilos. They have a number, and it's like 45 to 71, or you know, something like that. 35 to 71, I'm not sure. But I just called them kilos because that was the closest real-world equivalent. Can you put a toilet up there? I can. Can I though? It's a... No. Yes, I can. It's within the support limit still, the toilet. Okay, let's actually rainbowify these. So now that's why I built them. Did we know how high the peeps are? Depends on your definition of high. Pounds would be odd, stone would be odd, kilos fairly reasonable. Kilos not exactly, I mean 70 for like the heaviest guest makes very little sense, but I don't think it's supposed to be any unit. I think it's supposed to be just some number that was, you know, easy to work with. It's not referenced anywhere in the game, it's just used in the code. I mean, you can see the effects of weight in the game, but the exact numbers aren't referenced anywhere. Some number that you used to know. Some number. Some number. Now you're just some number that I used to know. Nice. You could be off by orders of magnitude. People actually weigh 35 or 70 kilograms. Yeah, they do weigh that. But, you know, not a lot of adults are within that range. Some are. I know my brother is. He's like 65 or so. He's quite skinny and not that tall. But I am definitely not. I am like near double the max of that. So I'm 2 guests. Did the sketchy freefall crash yet? No. Where is it? Where did I build it? Oh, here. I thought it was in the other corner. How many guests has it had? 134, and they're all safe. I mean, maybe they died a little inside from the scary things. You must be very tall. I am Dutch, but I'm not very tall. I'm 5'11", or 1 meter 81. Let's just say that food is very tasty. And hard to resist when calling out seductively to me. Ask a geography question. Go ahead. Also, sitting still the entire day for your job and your hobbies, it doesn't really help. You're getting a lot of exercise. I mean, I've been doing better in the exercise department lately, but you know, if you used to cycle to uni or to work, which is a little bit of exercise. What are the 3 countries that haven't officially adopted the metric system? Liberia, Myanmar, and the richest country on earth, which is the USA. Let's build another brain. And let's build a coaster, because I've got money again. The US is weird, and I don't want to hate too much on the US, because, you know, it's got great people, a lot of great stuff about it, and all the things you hear about how terrible the US is sometimes true, but for most people in day-to-day life it's not. But it's a little... US has some kind of weird quirks, you know, highest prison population, doesn't use metric, uses dates weird, but some other countries do that too, like month, day, year. Which is a bit weird. Myanmar is the answer to a lot of geography on here. Well, it's an interesting country. Please hate, I love it, and I'm American. Yeah, but it gets old quickly. Also, hating is tiring. It's exhausting to hate. Much rather be positive. Month, day, year is better. No, day, month, year is better. Year, month, day is the best for files and computers and stuff, but for human readability, year, day, month... No, year, day, month? That's weird. The day, month, year is the best. Oh, that Myanmar exercise video. You know what you're talking about. Some woman was recording some kind of yoga class or whatever, and while she was doing that, the army was staging a coup behind her. Yeah, Myanmar has the highest mountain in Southeast Asia, which was indeed asked not too long ago. Month, day, year just follows the common way of saying January 12th, 2022. I mean, we say 12 Januari 2022. In Dutch we say the number first. You can also say the 12th of January. Do you already have candy style music? I do. Why do you ask? I mean, you can hear it, right? Why did you ask? Because clearly I already had it. Why can't we all just use the metric system? I mean, we do. You don't. Well, I don't know if you're American, but Americans don't. Which is kind of annoying for my videos sometimes, because, you know, when I talk, you know, when I say the length requirement is 370 meters, and I always have to put it on the screen in whatever, how many feet it is, like 1200 or so, I think. Why car gets 40 rods to the hog's head? What? Some kind of weird measurement, obscure measurement stuff. Oh yeah, Fahrenheit is dumb. I mean, you know, I've seen a lot of arguments on Reddit. You know, Fahrenheit. Why is my rating going to pot? Okay, hang on. I can check this. Inspect park rating. Amount of litter. Where's all the litter? Holy crap! Is there any more? Okay, it's just there. Is it the spiral coaster? In combination with the wild mouse. Fire all my staff. Screw you. I don't like you. Well, rating's gonna suffer. I could clean it up manually, but I'm not gonna do that. Rating's gonna suffer for a while, which is fine because we don't need rating. So the thing about why if you're used to Fahrenheit, it's more intuitive for you, obviously. Which is why all those discussions that say Fahrenheit is more intuitive, Celsius is more intuitive, they don't get you anywhere. Because it just depends on what you're used to, what you've grown up with. The thing I like about Celsius is that when it goes below 0, it freezes in Celsius. And you can get ice on the roads and stuff like that. Which is useful to know if you're going out and about. And it's very easy, you know when it's freezing it's minus, when it's not freezing it's not minus, it's positive. That's one thing I really like about Celsius. And Fahrenheit is not better for day to day. Like, the temperatures we get in the Netherlands is basically from minus 20 to plus 40. And usually it's like between minus 10 and plus 35 in a given year. It's not like some people say that Fahrenheit is more precision. I can't tell the difference between like 23 or 24 degrees outside Celsius. Why would I need more precision than that? If Celsius already gives me more precision than I need. So the more precision argument is pretty useless. The only thing that we may be useful for is setting the temperature in your house, but mine already goes to half degrees, so you can already do that. Everyone who grew up with Fahrenheit remembers the 32 F is freezing. Yeah, that's why there's the argument that as long as you grew up with it, it's intuitive. But I think that learning from scratch, the fact that it's freezing at 0 just makes more sense. Because 30 isn't hot. 100 sounds hot. Yeah, because you're used to Fahrenheit. Trust me, to me 30 sounds hot. 30 is 86, by the way. 100 is closer to 40, it's like 38. But yeah, 38 sounds damn hot to me. Because up until a few years ago, that was the hottest temperature ever recorded in the Netherlands. Thank you for the follow, Arkzai. I know when you convert Fahrenheit to Celsius that happens, but I'm asking when meteorologists do forecast globally, do they use round numbers? I don't know. 40 sounds tropical, 30 sounds tropical, 40 sounds desert. Yeah, pretty much. Also, 100 degrees is quite useful for boiling water. People say you don't need 100 degrees, but we use temperatures for a lot more than just, just about talking the outside temperature. You bake a cake at like, I don't know, 200 degrees or whatever. Lasagna goes 200 degrees in my oven. Stuff like that. That's still useful, and knowing that your water boils at 100 degrees, if your coffee is 80 degrees or your tea or whatever, it's very hot. To me, 100, I immediately think of boiling water. Yeah, same. Yeah, Kelvin. Now, Kelvin, there's a skill that's absolutely useless for day-to-day use. Because freezing is 273 Kelvin, and boiling hot, well, not necessarily boiling hot, but quite hot, 30 degrees Celsius, is 303 Kelvin. But the difference between 273 and 303 don't sound hot. That doesn't sound a big difference. Baking at 450F just sounds hotter. Well, yeah, but that might be because 450F is literally hotter than 200C. Let me see, how much is 200C? 200C to F. 392. Could have done that in my head. It's not very difficult. But yeah, Americans are just about big numbers. That's what they're used to. I suppose they also do that. You know, they go with like it's 2,000 feet. We never say 2,000 meters because that's just 2 kilometers. I thought Kelvin is used on astronomy. Oh, it is. Anything scientific, Kelvin is used, like chemistry, physics, astronomy, all that kind of stuff. Because it's, you know, that's how that works. Okay, I can rehire staff. My path is an absolute mess. My park rating is terrible. Yeah, Kelvin is only useful in scientific, but then again, it's like super useful in scientific. Okay. Is this gonna clean up the bunch? There are not too many handymen here. Where are all the handymen? Or it's just a big park, I suppose. Like there's none here. But they're all, you know, a lot of them are sweeping footpath. So they're doing the work. 100 Celsius is not very hot for baking though. Now it's 200 Celsius is more like hot. Taking a bio course on every single formula uses Kelvin. Yeah, because for formulas you need Kelvin. Because, you know, 200 Kelvin is twice as hot as 100 Kelvin. While that doesn't go for Fahrenheit and Celsius. Except so, like, there are very specific numbers where that does work. Just like the coincidence that minus 40 is the same in Fahrenheit and Celsius. Didn't expect the temperature talk to get so heated. Either that's a pun, but it's a nice pun, but it's also not very heated. Oh, well, that's what I like, by the way. We can have a very rational and calm discussion about stuff. Instead of Reddit where people start to insult each other almost immediately. And we need Egyptian stone benches. I call them Egyptian benches. We need these kinds of lamps. The main thing about having freezing at 0 and boiling at 100 is you can get a better feeling of how much hotter an oven at 180 is. Do people use Fahrenheit relate temperatures to 0F? Or do you also use freezing and boiling point to get a feeling for how hot something is? But I don't know that. Maybe someone could answer. Oh, we got more lamps to fix here. And more bins to fix. There are still some vandals around, because I can see new stuff being broken. New vandalisms keep appearing. Also, I'm still trying to make vandalism a noun. Because I like it as a noun. Oh, I've got more to fix, actually. Well, the rating's going up. The gas number's going down, but that's actually useful. There's a lot of vandalisms here as well. This doesn't stop now, does it? And yep. And more. Just keeps going. Vandals everywhere. You know what I need? I need advertisements. Because I need more money. Because I'll run out of money soon. Because I'm currently paying a lot of handymen. So I'm gonna need all these advertisements to make money. More of these fixes, please. And there. Is there more vandalism here? No. Well, there's a lot here. Why do you destroy stuff? It's like, I don't like the way it looks here. Let's make it even uglier. That makes sense. Guests are stupid. Okay, we return to here, and yeah, there's more vandalism. Because there's still vandalists around. A vandalist sound... Oh, a lot here as well. A vandalist sounds like someone who plays the vandalist. Who plays the vandal. Then you're a vandalist. I downloaded like 150 new scenery pieces and rides. That's a lot. Have fun with them. Are peeps getting angry? Yeah, because there used to be a lot of pukesies and stuff. Which are mostly gone now. Because I can have staff again. But we can still see the effects of that. Keep fixing stuff. That's a tough job. It's mostly back to normal now. There's new vandalism here. You know what? That's enough for now. Security guards, no, it's definitely not cheap. Well, you know, the cheapest thing is to just prevent vandals, which means keeping your path clean. But yeah, security guards are pretty much never worth it. Entertainers can be worth it. And more vandalism. Let's see if we can spot some of the vandals and drown them. That might actually be more useful for the park rating. I mean, they've got a big red face, so it should be pretty easy to notice them. But let's see. I haven't seen one yet. I'm scrolling fairly fast, but still. Maybe they're about to disappear, or have just disappeared anyway. Which would mean we're done with the vandalism. Or it's just all the new guests. But I still haven't seen one. I'm not gonna drown innocent guests. I have a good moral compass. I will never drown some innocent guest. Unless one of you tells me to. Then I will. I don't think... No, I haven't seen any vandals. Oh, I assume that means we're done with vandalism now. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Let's see, what are the stats on this baby? They are 702, 860, 381. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Use thought to see what they complain about. They complain about feeling sick. They need to go to the toilet and we get great scenery. And then this park is really clean and tidy. Well, I bet that was different 10 minutes ago. Not so clean and tidy. Damn, these are still working a lot. I don't need all these handymen anymore, by the way. It's fire. Let's stay on 30. These are all doing stuff. We've got the 30 mechanics for a bit. Are they also all doing stuff? Not all, but... Okay, so we don't need 30 of them. Let's just fire the ones who aren't doing anything. Because we don't need them. They're all doing overdue inspections. Which haven't been done for a while, because I only had like 5 mechanics. They could never keep up with 54... Wow, 54 rides. It's more than I thought it was. Let's see, what's our park value? 609,000, it's almost double the goal. Yeah, we have a lot of park value. And we're slowly getting more money. We're getting richer again. Which is good. Because I need the money. Is it smart to make queue lines longer when they are full most of the time? Depends. Which is such an annoying answer to get me to ask a question like that. But sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends on, you know, in a park like this where you don't profit from the rides, it could be useful to have longer queue lines to store more guests, but maybe they'll buy more photos or anything. There's a lot of reasons why you might or might not. Okay, these tall scenery pieces are annoying. Everything just got quiet. Well, everything's fine on my end. Why a stupid Harpies roller coaster is in the way. And you know what? We'll just do that and too high for support. It's quite overcrowded here. When I zoom in, it gets quiet. Can I zoom out a lot? And now it's absolutely tiny. Alright, I'm gonna build my coaster like this. It doesn't work. What does it say? I can't even say. I can't even. There's a chairlift in the way. Can we go the other way? No, land not owned by park. That doesn't really work. Ah, I'm here. I tried. But it didn't work. That laugh. I should be able to build a looping here, right? Yeah, that works fine. I'm gonna have trouble getting back to the station, but that's a bridge we'll cross later. When we get to it. Okay, are the mechanics done with all their stuff? Yes. I'm going back to like 10 now, probably. Just to save some money. Which means the rides will break down less often, which is good, because then you need even fewer. The problem with, like, if you don't have enough mechanics to keep up with all the inspections, then your rides will break down more often, which means that you'll need even more mechanics. So having enough mechanics actually makes sure that you don't need as many mechanics. And I'm pretty sure that that's like an analogy to being poor, like it's expensive to be poor or something like that. That coaster doesn't make it. Does it really not? It's not my problem. Not my problem that it doesn't make it. Just needs to, I don't know, try harder or something. I'll finally make it. I'll just continue building. Hey, Mayor Murderer. Major Murderer. What a name. Welcome to your first live stream. Cyclops Ride 1 has broken down. It's not my problem. Okay. And that way. Is it? How freakishly tall are these scenery items, pieces, stuff? That's madness. Absolutely madness. Okay, but let's head back to the station. big are those things? This is completely mad. It's absolutely insane. Oh yeah, it's an invert. That does make sense. Maybe I should do something about that looping that it's not making. Do you think? Maybe it would be nice if it made it. I'll just make it go down further. It'll be fine. I think. And then we can go down like that and that and that. And see if it makes this. The added weight of the guests will take care of. I don't think it was close enough for that to work. What does invert mean in RCT? It's whenever the train is below the track instead of above it. It's an inverted coaster type. The invert is also, this coaster type specifically is called the compact inverted coaster. And there's also just the inverted coaster, and those two are also often called the invert. Like you also, for example, have a mini suspended coaster, which is technically an inverted coaster, but it's never called the invert. Alright, this seems like a nice coaster now. Is that music from the Efteling? No, it's... I think it's summer style. Specifically composed for this game. And the exit lion. There we go. There we go, we got our invert. Let's wait until we get the stats. It's not the most beautiful thing I've ever built, but it does the job. When will we get introverted coasters? I don't know, man, I don't know. They're still hidden away, too introverted. It's not true that introverts don't necessarily dislike social interaction, because I classify as an introvert. Well, I think I'm an introvert anyway. But I do like social interaction. Quite a lot. Isn't that just a dark ride? Pretty much. That means that Ollie414 just constantly makes introverted rides. Introversion is more about how much you desire or tolerate. Well, it's more about how you recharge. I had a discussion about it with a friend. He gets a lot of energy from like having conversations. Well, we were eating in a restaurant in Apeldoorn, and there was someone sitting alone next to us, and he struck a conversation with him, and we spoke with that guy for like 2 hours, which was fun. You know, nice guy, nice stories to tell and stuff. But that drained me from energy. And that costs me energy. While my friend gained energy from that. And that's the difference between introversion and extroversion. If you're an introvert, those kind of social interactions, especially with strangers, people you don't know, they drain you. And if you're an extrovert, they give you energy. I mean, it's more complicated and nuanced than that, but that's the basics. And that's why I'm an introvert. We got 6.9 in excitement, 9.16 intensity, which may seem bad, but it's fairly typical. I mean, we got 6 inversions, that doesn't help. But it's fairly typical for this kind of ride. So yeah, it's fine. Let's give it a bit of funky colors, actually. There we go, much better. Let's make these yellow. Nice. Oh, we're closing in on 4,000 guests. So we're making a lot of money. I don't think the soft guest cap is keeping up. Actually, it's 3700 out too. Huh. That's pretty close to the amount of guests we got. By the way, for the record, these are not the same coaster type. The black one is a compact invert and this one's a laydown, which can switch around because, you know, you're lying down in the ride. Hang on. Look at this. And that's a cool shot, isn't it? That's a very cool shot. Feel the pixels. The pixels aren't, the pixelation isn't that bad. It's just a cool shot. You can also do it while entirely zoomed out. I'm still following that train. You can slightly see it moving, the thing. Just wait until it goes up the chain lift. You know what? Let's actually follow this thing. If we zoom out all the way, eventually it'll launch. And then you'll see the park move a little bit. There you go. The park is moving up and down. That's amazing. That looks amazing. I am so easily amused. Yeah, it moves the whole planet. Isn't that great? I wanna see it do it again. Come on. Come on. Come on, do it. Do it for me. Why does it take so long? Is it still loading? Oh, there it goes. I was about to zoom in to see what was going on, but there it goes. It's moving the whole planet. It may have just broken down. I would have gotten a notification, but I probably would have ignored it and not read it, so... Still may have, but it didn't. It just took a while to load and depart again. Okay, we have plenty of monies now. We have plenty of guesties now. And we have plenty of park value. We have more than double of what we need. So, it's basically waiting until we've completed the scenario. I mean, I've completed the scenario like an hour ago. Well, beaten the requirement. I haven't completed it yet. So now we can basically just do whatever we want. Look at this. Very expensive and inexpensive weeks. Built a large tower just to do this. Oh, yeah, the tallest one. Hang on, that's cool. The tallest possible. And I'll build it like in the middle, there. Oh, pick a coaster type for me to build. Alright. After this. Pick whichever you like. Your least favorite coaster type. That would probably be the mini suspended. Oh, there's actually another layer above it. But would still be the mini suspended. I'll build one, but first I'm gonna, you know, do this one. It won't get all the way to the top. You can't launch it fast enough for that, but you can launch it to 144 kilometers an hour, which is still pretty fast. Yep, that's in the way. Perfect. Thank you for the follow, T. Lorentzen. Are you Norwegian, by any chance? And let's collect this one. Yes. I knew that because of Havard Holmerfjord Lorentzen, who is a prominent Norwegian speed skater and actually still reigning Olympic champion. For about a month or 5 or more weeks. Then he'll be dethroned. He'll definitely be dethroned. Alright, let's see. Whee! And there we go again. Whee! It's moving the earth. I could use cheats, but let's not. Haven't used cheats yet, I'm not going to. You just right click to get out of it, by the way. That's what I just did. Alright, let's build the station here. Marcel showing off his amazing winter sports knowledge. Well, pretty much only speed skating. Fire all the stuff. Alright, there we go. But yeah, my speed skating knowledge is pretty damn extensive. Especially around all kinds of statistics. Unless it's like the winners of, I don't know, like the whoever was world champion all round in like, I don't know, 1965. I wouldn't know that. That's a bit too long ago for me. But I do know a lot of those kind of results since 2000. This is gonna be a boring first bit. It's gonna be terribly slow there, but that's, you know, we gotta deal with that. What if I do that and then no? Hang on. No, damn it. And then that. And then that. Ah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Ah, it's a big turn. And then another S-bend. Do we have enough speed for this still? I kind of doubt it, to be honest. Let's jack up the speed of the chain as much as we can. No, we should have enough speed for that little bit. You built Sweden. How did I build Sweden? I mean, like this kind of the shape? Hang on, are these cars of 2? Yes. But then they'll lose speed a lot less quickly, which is very useful. Will you watch the Beijing Winter Olympics? Only the speed skating, but yes. There's been a lot of fuss about it. I mean, in general, obviously, because, you know, China is kind of controversial at the moment. So, yeah, but there's also been quite a bit of controversy within the selection of which Dutch skaters go to the Olympics and which don't. Which, of course, is not interesting at all for you guys, but for me it's very interesting. And, well, you know, the last word about that hasn't been said quite yet. They'll get some tail. That's the Dutch thing. We say dat krijgt een staartje. They'll get a tail, as in, you know, we're not done with that yet. And other than that, honestly, I don't really care about, you know, the politics around the Olympics and stuff like that. I just want to watch cool speed skating. I'm now watching the overcrowded First Frontiers, and it's amazing. Well, thank you. Ah, more Wild West. Well, this is your mini suspended coaster. Make it green and yellow with orange cars. Green, yellow and orange is a really good color combination. It's damn good. Unless the orange is on something like these supports, then it's terrible. Even if the trains were yellow, it would still be terrible. Almost 4,000 guests. That's quite a lot. I'm also getting quite tired. I got up early today. I didn't have a lot of sleep because I didn't go to bed early enough last night. Looks like some Nickelodeon abomination. Well, it's called Nicktoons Carrot. So you're not the first one to think that. It wasn't me who named this. Well, I technically named it, but it's someone who told me to name it that, and who did channel points for it. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here, so I'm just gonna quickly complete the scenario by doing that. Enable early scenario completion. And now the scenario will complete. But there we go. Thank you for the 100 bits, Voodoo Trois. Good stream. Well, thank you, Max. You know, there's one thing about these streams is they become routine, and I'm a bit, you know, I'm always a bit afraid that it becomes stale. Not just from me, but for you guys as well. And I know it probably doesn't. Well, for someone probably does, but for most of you it probably doesn't. But it's still something that's always in the back of your mind, and you still try to innovate. But at the same time, you also don't want to innovate every stream, because that's way too much. Both for me and for you. I just, you know, try to be interesting on stream. Tell interesting stuff. I think that works. Then again, you know, there are people who stream the same game every day for years and still have an audience. So I only stream twice a week, so it's absolutely fine. Anyway, thank you for this live stream. After this, I have to hunt for toilet paper. There's a story there. Good luck. See if there's someone I can raid. Raids are always fun. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Let's see. Now, no one I follow is playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. I am playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Finishing Sherwood Forest tonight. Let's see. Are they actually playing, or because the preview is? Oh, I've rated this person before, but currently they're watching some YouTube video on The Real Housewives. What? I'm not gonna rate that. I'll just rate another person who's doing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Wait, no, they're offline now? Alright, I'll just rate J-Dub. He's playing Galaxy Force 2. That's a very old game, but he's a good streamer, so, you know, you might like that. So, thank you very much for watching. And I hope you liked tomorrow's video. I'm excited for it. And I will see you on Sunday. Bye-bye. And, you know, I hope you have a nice time with J-Dub stream. And if not, that's fine too. See ya.